What I'm about to mention now are the two most important points I want you to remember from this video. Number one, your breathing is one of the most, if not the most important part of your body, either for better performance or better health. Second, if you've been struggling with lower back pain for 4 months, 6 months, maybe 1 year, on and off, coming back on and off, most likely, almost 100%, the focus should not be on your lower back. Imagine the body as a tent with cable attaching the tent. Those cables should be all attached with the same tension. Most likely your body, due to some part of your body, ankle, hips, pelvis, maybe thoracic cage, not doing their job, creating compensation, and most of the time, quite often, the lower back is paying the price for that. So my advice for you, if you've been focusing on your lower back for way too long, or just getting a stronger core, this is not going to get the cut. Okay, now let me ask you one question. If you answer yes to what I'm about to say, I would highly recommend you to stick around. Now, first thing first, would you consider yourself being or having a flat back? Meaning that there's a poor flexion of the thoracic cage here, but just completely flat, meaning you have tension in between the shoulder blades and up the neck, and most likely at the back as well. Yes or no? Second, when you do your training or your workout, would you consider yourself, when you pull something from the front to the back, that you're always trying to get your back as straight, as neutral as possible to pull this way, or even lifting something here with the back straight like that? If it's a yes, then I would highly recommend you to stick around, because you are, strongly believe, shooting a bullet in your foot by just keeping your back like this every time, okay? So what I want you to get at the end of this video, I want you to have an understanding of what is creating internal abdominal pressure in order to release tension mid-back, upper back, in order to breathe better, to reduce stress and get more pressure to protect or get a stronger lower back. And finally, not the least, improve rotation and mobility, side bending for your spine in order to decompress your spine. With that, I will teach you one breathing technique that you can easily do at home. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, let me now explain you why those flat back, or having a flat back while pulling or lifting stuff, is not optimal for your lower back. Now, if I go on the side here, I'll try to show you. You see my spine? Look at the flexion of the spine here. There's a gentle flexion of the spine here, okay? What I'm talking about the gentle flexion of the spine is this area here, okay? You see the lower back with a little bit of curve, the spine here, and my head, okay? The flat back, or whenever you do your workout, you go into neutral position as tight as you can, as straight as you can. Now look what happens when I do that. My rib cage starts flaring a bit. Check yourself out actually. Have a look. Do you see that your rib cage are flaring a bit? Why is that not optimal for building internal abdominal pressure here? Because from here, the diaphragm cannot descend properly, and these rib cage have a lot of difficulty. You see the rib cage is not stacked up properly on my pelvis. That means that when we're going to try to exhale here, I cannot get a proper tension and building up the pressure here. So if I'm bringing the rib cage back into above my thoracic cage in my pelvis, you see now the natural flexion here, and this will allow me to build up the pressure. What do I mean by pressure? Is that what you want to do is, when your thoracic cage is properly stacked up on the pelvis, you'll be able, when you breathe, to have the diaphragm descending down and to create a positive pressure all around here, 360. And I'm going to show you the exercise now. Now, the way we're going to try to go from here to bringing the rib cage back in order to create this pressure, the internal abdominal pressure. The position I want you to be is into this position here, okay? Now, this is going to be your position when you start, which is not optimal. So let me push the cable here. You dropping the rib cage, you see it starts opening and flaring on here. So what we're going to do first is we want to inhale and exhale and push the thoracic cage back a bit more. So now you see there's a bit more flexion here. You don't want to curve too much here, not too little. You want to have a gentle anterior tilt of the pelvis. Okay? Try to keep that on practice. It's not going to be easy, but believe me, if you get that, it's going to be very beneficial for you. Now afterwards, I want to build up the pressure on my lower back and lower ribs here. Pay attention and look at the expansion when I'm breathing. So from here, I exhale, fire these obliques here, drive the thoracic cage back, and now look at the expansion here. I try to breathe on the lower back. You see the expansion on the lower ribs here. You hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. When you exhale, don't drop the rib cage. Keep it level here. If tension starts building up on your lower back, you most likely have too much anterior tilt. So reduce the tilt. Okay? Up. What you want to do as well, make sure is that you're not dropping your shoulder here. Keep the shoulder protracted here. Okay? And do this breathing cycle again. So from here, adjust a bit lower back and then breathe in. Exhale. Get a proper activation here and breathe into your back. And push with your hands. I feel an opening in between my shoulder blades now, and I feel a bit more opening there as well. So I would highly recommend you to practice that. Afterwards, when you're going to be either sitting on a chair or like this, try to always keep it a bit more relaxed, your back here. And when you're going to be either pulling something from lower to up or in front of you to back, try to keep this a bit of a flexion of the spine here when you do the exercise. This, like I told you before, this will help you for rotation, side bending of the thoracic cage. Your spines need that flexion around the thoracic spine, sorry. If you don't have that, the rotation will be very limited and the side bend also will be very limited. This is always the way I start with clients that have this issue. If you are also facing this problem and this exercise help, keep in mind that I do one-on-one online as well and in Rotterdam physically as well. So feel free to get in touch, drop a message in a comment below. Until then, feel free to ask me any questions, keep it up, and remember, it's not just being aware during the practice, you want to be aware as well during the day. Whenever you do your training, the more conscious you are, the more gain you will have. If you like that video, you will most likely like this one. And don't forget, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. This will bring me up in the algorithm. And until next time, keep it up and take care.